You are unique. Your path for creating abundance is unique, and discovering your unique strategy for making decisions, engaging with others, and responding to life can free you to follow your bliss towards the abundance, ease, and fulfillment you were always destined to live. Do you desire to create a thriving, purpose-filled business and life by honoring your authentic nature, avoiding burnout, and actually enjoying the journey? My name is Tal Shai, and I'm here to guide you towards honoring and following your unique path towards creating the business and life you desire by engaging with the principles of your unique human design. The human design system is a synthesis of ancient and modern sciences such as the Kabbalah, I Ching, quantum physics, the chakra system, and astrology that eloquently helps identify the unique way you are designed to engage with business and life for optimum levels of success and well-being. Knowing your human design is like downloading a comprehensive and profoundly effective user manual for navigating the vehicle of you in this lifetime. It is the antidote to all the cookie-cutter advice, guidance, and strategies that do not and cannot take into consideration the many unique ingredients that are essential for cooking up successful outcomes, fulfilling relationships, and a juicy life. Are you ready to discover, affirm, and honor your unique design and path for creating prosperity, fulfillment, and deep well-being? If you are, you're invited to scroll down to book a private human design consultation in an area of focus that feels most alive for you right now. There is a lot of goodness waiting for you on the inside, and I so look forward to exploring the deepest layers of all that is possible for you.
The human design consultation I did with Tal was very interesting, like a very skillful astrological reading where you're aware of these tendencies in your life, but the confirmation in it is that you are part of a much larger system. And she can interpret that in a very skillful way. She never takes a one-size-fits-all attitude. It's very personal, it's very clear in its addressing that particular person's energy patterns, how it affects their thought patterns, how it affects their relationships with others. It's very comprehensive. I think what I appreciated most about working with Tal particularly is that the breadth of her experience as a psychotherapist, as a deeply talented intuitive, and as just a good human being, an honest, clear person, was that she's able to synthesize all that experience from her psychotherapy practice, from her intuitive journeys, from her work in many different aspects of human life, to just synthesize all that information, both professional and personal, she just brings it all to the work. She brings to the work a kind of simplicity that actually belies the tremendous amount of experience that comes with it. There's a simplicity, a nurturance, a warmth, a sensitivity to boundaries, a very respectful attitude toward her fellow human beings, the people that she's working with. And that, to me, underlies everything. All the skill in the world cannot be better than that. I mean, it's worthless without the person behind it.
I'm so grateful for the session that I just had with Tal, with the human design work that we did. It was so informative to be able to actually physically see before me about the human systems and to learn so much more about myself. So having a new way of thinking and a strategy, which is so incredibly important to be able to understand how to make decisions that serve me and not just these other patterns that I'm so incredibly influenced by. And then when we brought in the human design of my ex-husband and my son, it was wildly revealing, and it allowed me to have more compassion for the situation. It allowed me to be able to share wise wisdom with my son and understand him more, and how to be able to support him, and how to trust that he's really a powerful being, and I'm so excited about the life that's going to unfold. And ultimately it comes back to me and how to prevent my burning out, how to support my systems, and to create a way of knowing within me and a body way of knowing for me to and really understand at a very deep level the signal of how to learn really how to trust myself and tap into my inner voices. So I'm so grateful, and I want to thank you so much, Tal, and I highly recommend this work for anybody who's in an opportunity that wants to learn a little bit or a lot more about how they operate, what's going on, and why things are the way they are, and be able to find a sense of mastery, of growth and understanding. So thank you so much.
The human design consultation that I had with Tal was very helpful. I was planning a major move from Texas to California, and I wasn't sure if it was the right timing, given the circumstances with my family. My dad has dementia, so I was partly like a co-caretaker for him along with my mother. Taking on that caretaker responsibility with my family for so long, after my consultation with Tal, it showed me that most importantly that it was okay to pursue my own life, and that I could no longer, for my well-being, for my emotional state, my mental health, to no longer be in that situation, that it was time to let that go. And, according to my human design, I do have, I don't want to say a problem with letting go, but I do hold on to things way longer than I need to, whether it's a relationship or something with my family. And I do hold on to things like that way past their expiration date. And so it was very reassuring to see the doors opening up for this move here to California from Texas, and to start the business, and to know that while I'm designed, I can think of new ideas, I can be inspired, but I have a hard time following through. And so it's reassuring to see from human design that in my, we'll call it shortcoming, that the way that the energy is going to flow, if I'm around someone else who can kind of complete that circuit or that current, that it's going to work out, and it's, the teamwork is going to make the dream work. And so to see everything falling into place, and just the doors opening up, and to be, here in California, where, like I said, things are just very, very positive opportunities and very positive environment, that I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. At first, I wasn't sure what, human design is. I hadn't really heard too much in depth about it. And Tal was very reassuring, very, very helpful. And she helped answer questions that I didn't even know I had about the move. And it was just very genuine conversation, and just it opened my eyes, definitely. And there were things about myself that I didn't have a name for, and after the consultation with Tal, it kind of just, it put it on paper, like, oh, hey, this is how it works. This is what this is, or this is why I feel this way, or this is the reason for this, and these emotions, these feelings, and instead of getting almost an anxiety about it, it's very reassuring to to just see that's the human design part of it, and that's just it. And it's the way that the energy flows, and the energy between my best friend and I, or my parents and I, that there's a huge dynamic to it, and it's great knowing more about how I've been designed, and certain things about me that I didn't know could be done, and like I said, so instead of approaching it with anxiety, like, well, why do I feel this way, or I have such an overwhelming feeling about this situation and this cause, and it's, instead of looking at it with anxiety, it's like I said, it's kind of like a peace of mind about it in a way, and it was very reassuring, and it was, I was astounded at how accurate that human design is, and how helpful it's been. It's, in my opinion, 100% accurate. And since I've made the move, it's just been nothing but positive things for me. Positive opportunities, good opportunities, and it just reaffirmed that I was making the right decisions based on how I'm designed, and how I accept the energy that I interact with every day. And it's just, it is amazing. It's mind blowing. I feel like things are just finally going my way, and that it's like everything's in line, everything's just in order, and it's just, it's nice. It's just such a relief, and just being able to still travel back to Texas, and being here, and just with, a supportive partner. It's been nothing but phenomenal. It has. And that's crazy to me, because I never would have thought, like even this time a year ago, I wouldn't have thought that I'd be where I am today. And it's just, and it's just crazy to me. But it's just like crazy how everything just lines up the way it needs to be, the way it should. So I'm very grateful.
So I was really thrilled to have a human design consultation with Tal, because, there are things that I kind of have just accepted about my life, and I was fine with it. But to understand that it's in my design, that it's always been there, that it's okay that I was like a turtle going really slow in my life for a long time, and then when things started to happen, they happened really big. That's like in my human design. Like, I have to wait. I have to wait for an invitation to something. And another thing that was really fascinating was, a lot of people find me to be a powerful speaker, but some people can't even seem to hear me at all. And I didn't understand that. And Tal explained it by showing it to me in my human design. Here's another really great thing. So not only did Tal do my chart, which was revelationary for me. I mean, epiphany after epiphany, and like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. It all was meant to be this way. Like, I didn't make a mistake. I didn't mess it up. It's all good. That was great. And that was enough. But then I'm beginning a relationship with somebody, and what the heck, and I got her permission, and she gave her birthday and her time and everything else. And so Tal was able to look at my chart and her chart and see where we matched, where we completed each other. And so something that I knew intuitively was completely confirmed in spades by Tal being able to look at our charts. Yeah, and then there were a lot of other details that just went clunk. Like, yes, this is what I sensed. This is so. I would absolutely recommend that you work with Tal in a consultation, because for a number of reasons. One, she's great. She's smart, she's warm, she's empathic, she's knowledgeable, she's helpful, she's a healer. And because it will explain a lot of things that you wouldn't otherwise know. And maybe you're wrestling with it, or you don't understand, or you're frustrated. So you can have absolute clarity, like, oh, these are my natural strengths. This is what I came in with. And here are the things that I might need to know in order to adapt myself. So, like, for instance, I'm a person, I can't remember what it's called, but I'm here to inspire people, and I have a lot of willpower. All that's in my chart, but I'm not what she calls a generator. So I have great ideas, but I need a team of people to really follow through on all the possibilities. So I kind of knew that, like, that was kind of what I was doing anyway, but it was like, oh, it's right there. And so to know that kind of where my place is in the family of things, and how to work well within groups or alone to do what Spirit put me here to do. It's awesome. It's awesome to know.